Good evening. Good evening. Oh, snapperoo. Good evening indeed. Okay, so I've already meditated over the cards, and I have taken the liberty of, for the sake of time, I shuffled the cards and picked out the cards that were for you guys. So this is a general message. It could basically apply to anybody, regardless of your zodiac sign. So we'll go ahead and start. Okay. Just move this stuff off over here to the side. Yes, some of these cards I have made myself. So I'll be using those as well. Okay. All right. So we'll be starting off here with some oracle cards. We have honesty here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go over, turn them all over, and then we'll kind of dive into them. This one's honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay. Honesty. Then we have expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Okay, so there we go, expansiveness. And we have receiving. Oh, there we go, receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Receiving. And we have sensitize in Pisces. Sensitize, Pisces. Okay. All right. And then here we have follow your own rhythm. And we have here angel protection. Okay. 5 of thought. The path you were on seemed like the right one, but now you run into a challenge. There's a better direction for you that will make you much happier at the end. Changes are necessary so that you can get back on track. Avoid negative people who are draining you or bring you unwanted drama into your life. Yes, I know my nails are horrible. I'm keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? I'll get them fixed soon. All right. Okay, so here we go. There's that. And then I had to address the elephant in the room, because then you guys will all be talking smack like, oh my god, Amy's nails are so nasty. Anyways, so since that's done and said, next we have, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. And we do have receiving there, so that's pretty cool. And expansiveness, because it's talking about a receiving of abundance to help, to have enough to help others. And here we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. All right. All righty. Madighty. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and look at the the tarot cards you got. We have the devil. Okay. The devil. We'll put him over here. The devil, okay, right there. We have the fool, and then we have here the 5 of cups, okay, and we'll come into all this in just a moment. All right, so we also have here, let's see, what does this say here? Are you dimming your light for comfort of others? Are you dimming your light? The biggest form of betrayal is the one that one does to oneself, okay? And then we have here, oh snapperoo, I guess those want to come out. We have here passion. Passion isn't confined to sexual energy. Life is meant to be felt. Don't hold back. Passion, okay? Passion, holiday, if you took a holiday. We have holiday. It's time to go on that holiday that you've been dreaming about. Live life. It would be so nice. Okay? So, and yes, it would be so nice. All right. Here we have, I am courageous and powerful. As you are. And we have here, see. Oh, here we are. See. You have 3 eyes, 2 to see and 1 to see. Don't look. See past the illusion. see what's really there. See, using your third eye and your mind's eye. Start anew. Oh, where we are. Ooh, here we are. Start anew. Starting over will not stunt your growth. Okay. All right. So already I'm seeing some confirmations and some synchronicities here. So it's pretty cool. All right. So continuing here, the what's up cards. Whoa. Not doing the work, but I'm writing with your success. We have that one. And then we have here, ooh, panty dropper, ooh. Okay. All right. Then we have here, Lady of the Night. So we'll go back to those right now. And deep dive. As a child, I did not really play. And I pretend to be happy. Okay. Next, we're going to leave these for last over here, but here we have the song. The song for you is the Regulators. You got to be handy with the steel if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. Okay? So you got to regulate. There's something that needs to be regulating in your life. All right? So with all that being said, let's dive here and put it all together. Okay? Let's put this smorgasbord of messages together. Okay. So off the bat, let's just go ahead and go here with your current energies. It looks here like this here basically this here talks about oh, where are we? Oh, here we are. Okay, so this card here speaks of where are we? Yeah, here. It's right here. Yes. Okay. This card here speaks of basically this card here speaks basically of, oh my goodness. Where is it? There it is. This one speaks here of having the 5 cups, which pretty much have to do with the 5 cups of love that one has, right? And they're being spilt over, you see. Now, she's sad because she has these empty ones here, and it looks like she's purposely just like spilling this one over on purpose. But she's not realizing that she still has this other one over here, right? So she's kind of like crying over spilled milk here. So it just indicates that maybe there's some disappointment that you've had in your life recently in which you're kind of failing to see the big picture and seeing things for what they are, because you have to remember that in every ending, there's always an opportunity and there's always a new beginning right after, right? So we'll keep that in mind. And here the devil, this one speaks to us about, if you look at him, he has this person here. Looks like it's like the nice M&M from 8 Mile with a little, hoodie and whatnot right there. Or it could be a mime. And he's being puppeteered by, this is what the devil basically represents. It could represent Capricorn energy, but however, it does also represent like feeling stuck, feeling stagnated. It could be a obsession. It could be addictions. It could be just basically like, maybe the shadow of oneself. So feeling like you're stuck to something, confined, so that we go. But also, if you look at this card, you can't help but also notice that it's a very beautiful card. In this, he's pictured as, there's like some magical light coming out from within, and he's kind of floating so effortlessly. It seems like in the water with his hair kind of going all over the place. There's something beautiful about this devil. You have to remember that even though we all have a devil inside of us, and I don't mean a devil like a demon that needs to be exorcised, okay? Like the Exorcist. No, I mean like, just our shadow aspect, the aspect of us that sometimes we need to kind of regulate. Again, regulators, all right? So maybe you've been in this dark energy and it's time to get out of it with the Fool. The Fool is talking to us about taking a leap of faith. If you see here, she's taking a leap of faith. She's throwing herself back over the bridge there, but she doesn't look scared. She's doing it, and she knows that she's going to be caught. Something's going to be there to catch her. And here you see this kind of magical net of energy that is there ready to catch her. She's taking a leap of faith. Okay, because sometimes all it takes is a leap of faith, a decision to go ahead and step a certain direction, and the universe will conspire to make it happen for us. All right. So with that being said here, let's continue. So we spoke about these energies here and our regulators song here. Let's move over on this side. So with these here, the 5 of Thought, it talks about the path that you were in seemed like the right one. But the big but is you run into a challenge. So it's better. There's a better direction now that will make you happier at the end. Okay. So changes are necessary for you to to sometimes go into a better direction that at the time may not seem like it's a good direction at the moment, and maybe we're stressing out about the change. But if we realize and remember that, we can't see the big picture here, but there are those that are, operating in a lot higher frequencies than us and are in a lot higher sense and have a bird's eye view of everything, and they can see what's ahead for us, and they always have a bigger plan for us. Okay, so the angels here are saying it's okay. There's gonna be okay. So expansiveness. I'm not sure why that cut off, but anyways, so we're talking about expanding, kind of like Thanksgiving when you put your pants on so you could expand, right? You don't want to wear your tight little skinny jeans when you're gonna be eating at Thanksgiving because you want to be able to expand. Hello. So again, expansiveness maybe in that sense isn't good, but and when it comes to expansiveness in other ways, right? When it's for the growth of our spirit, for the growth of ourselves, our soul, and it's going to be fantastic. So again, receiving, being ready to receive, being open to receive, and also being open to change, and being open to new realities and new roads, and having that trust of, in the divine plan. Okay, so let's put these over here. Let's move along. Okay, now let's kind of tap into these here. So here we have a sensitize. So maybe it's speaking of perhaps kind of like getting rid of your rigid, like the rigidness at the moment. If maybe you're stuck on a certain in a certain perhaps like if you're stuck in an energy of kind of having to be defensive and being rigid, maybe kind of a little bit cold. It's talking about and asking for sensitivity, a little bit of the Pisces energy, a little bit more of that nurturing, more tapping into our intuitive side, and kind of just opening ourselves up, but still keeping ourselves protected, right? There's a way to protect yourself without having to really completely freeze ourselves over, right? So it's asking for you to be ready to be ready to receive. You have to be in the energy of love. So you can't be in the energy of love if you're blocking your heart and if you're blocking yourself. You're basically, it's like, here's a football full of money and abundance. And you're like, no, please, no. You're defensive. No, I don't want to catch it. No, we have to be able to receive. And in order to do that, you have to kind of be in a sense and in a high frequency and a high vibration where you're operating out of love and not fear. Okay. So this is what this is asking. And honesty, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And, here it does say, I pretend to be happy. Okay. And we also have here, where is it? The biggest form of betrayal is the one that we do to oneself, right? A lot of the times we're like, oh, so-and-so betrayed me. But it's even worse when we're betraying ourselves because we're having a hard time being honest or accepting our own truth. And I'm guilty of that. We're all guilty of that. I think that we don't see that as much. We tend to not put as much value to whatever it is that we do to ourselves. And we like to kind of push and put a whole lot of a light and shine that big spotlight on what people do to us. However, I think that if we realize and recognize that we do things like that to ourselves, we'll see that other people won't do it to us. If we're doing it to ourselves, then it kind of gives the green light for others to do the same. So it all kind of goes back to that. It's really all mirrored. So whenever something's happening in your life that you're not really happy about, kind of take a deep dive and look inside and see what it is. Are you valuing yourself and are you honoring yourself? Right? It's something that we don't like to really think about and talk about, but it's definitely necessary, especially if you want to be in that energy of receiving. Okay. So here, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So again, so if you're feeling like you're, while it's being kind of tight in the moment, it's probably time for us to really go in and like the card here says, to tap into our Piscean energy and sensitize. Heal whatever it is that needs to be healed. Release whatever it is that is binding you to that rigidness and this energy here of like lack and the energy of fear, the energy of like of being trapping yourself to things that don't serve us, right? And taking that leap of faith. So this all really does tie in together, which I really love. So going along here some more, a lot of this can stem from childhood. We all have childhood wounds and traumas that, we tend to maybe forget or we don't realize that we carry throughout So it's important to tap in with our inner child and really just check on ourselves and see how we're doing, okay? Like, you know, go back in and really look and see where those wounds are. Because healing is going to, again, bring us closer to that opening of the heart and being in that energy of love and not fear, so that we could receive and really manifest what it is that our desires are, okay? So, and I know that it's a lot easier to really just project all of this stuff and say like, well, so-and-so did this to me and they hurt me, it's their fault. Okay, well, yeah, perhaps, you know, but at the same time, when one is not being completely honest with ourselves, right? If we're betraying ourselves, it's not right for somebody else to betray us. Okay, you guys, so apparently this video is keeps cutting off. So I'm going to just finish it off here. I had to get another apparatus, so just excuse me with that. I think what I was saying was that we want to just take accountability and just look at things that are happening in our lives and kind of look at it in a positive aspect. And that's hard to do sometimes, but, you know, really just analyzing like, okay, why is this something that's happening to me? And why do I find myself in this situation many times over and over? Well, a lot of it is because perhaps, yes, you know, other people may be doing unto us. However, what's more important is what we're doing unto ourselves, right? So anyways, so with these here, that would tell me that maybe in the past, somebody might have, you know, taken advantage of your kindness or taken advantage, you know, maybe there's been a chain of betrayal here and there, even with oneself, right? And not doing the work, but writing with your success. This one tells me that maybe you're somebody that perhaps, you know, you're a hard worker, and maybe you tend to get people that are attracted to you that tend to, you know, not want to work that hard when you could work for them, right? Like that one person that wants to copy up your homework and, you know, do all this other stuff. So again, that's just really about severing things and people that are not really serving us for our highest good, that are draining us of our energy and draining us of our resources and not contributing much to the picture. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to be a little bit selfish with your energy and with your resources. You don't have to share with everybody, okay? You're not like a community popcorn or anything like that. You're a human being, and you are very worth it. You're very worthy, and you're very beautiful, and you're very, very valuable. And there's definitely no reason why anybody needs to come in and take advantage of that, and sometimes make us second guess ourselves, or you know, and one's like, oh well, you know, why are you being such a you know, such a meaner if you're very well mooching off of me? You know what I'm saying? So okay, so let's put a stop to that. Okay. And I see that as a child, I did not really play. So this has a lot to do. This is screaming to me inner child situation. Perhaps as a child, like many of us in our generation, maybe our parents were a little bit more absent because they were working. They had to work all the time. So we pretty much were raising ourselves. Our brothers and sisters were raising us. So I think all of that stems a lot from that inner child not feeling supported, having to grow up too fast, and all that good stuff. Finding validation in others, maybe not getting that validation from our parents and all that good stuff. So the best thing to do in this case is just kind of forgive the people that hurt us, forgive ourselves for allowing us to be hurt, and also, you know, reaching into our inner child and forgiving. Kind of talking to our inner child and asking for forgiveness for, and just healing that wound that we have going on, and really acknowledging it. Okay. Maybe even like looking in the mirror and saying, hey, you know what? You're awesome. Pat yourself on the back. You know, talk to little Fernanda, little Anna, little Kimberly, and say, hey, little Kimberly, guess what? Sorry if you didn't hear this enough, but you're freaking amazing, and you are super cool, and you are a cool little kid. You know, go to the park and, you know, run amok, go on the slide. You know, kind of tap into that inner child and get that healing, kind of fill that void. So we're not trying to fill it with other people's validation and shit. All right. So anywho. So, with all that being said, I would continue to share a whole lot more of these oracle cards and whatnot and messages, because Lord knows Mama likes to talk and Mama gets these messages, okay? However, due to the fact that I'm having these issues with the camera, I'm going to have to Frankenstein this video and kind of piece it all together. And let's kind of just finish this off with an oracle card that I'm just going to randomly pick over here. And this one's going to be one of the universe has my back. And this one says, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And yes, which is very fitting because we're talking about love. How love literally is very cliche. However, it's very, very true. And it's very necessary to realize that operating in love is going to attract and it's going to go ahead and allow for those manifestations to come in. Okay. And who's to say that you're not manifesting stuff already, but maybe we're just manifesting things that we don't want because we keep thinking about things we don't want, okay? So let's really think about, we need to do a deep cleansing and a detox in our mind, okay, of purging of things and thoughts and ideas that don't serve us, that are not even our own, that have been indoctrinated and that have been, something that has been taught from other people, okay, regurgitated information. So let's take an inventory and think about those things and say, hey, is this my thought? Do I really think this? Or is this just something that was kind of like, projected onto me? So it's our job to really, it's not our fault that we get hurt, but it definitely is our responsibility to heal so that we don't hurt others, okay? And angelic protection. So you're being protected by the angels, okay? The angels are around and they're helping you. And they're definitely, pay attention to the synchronicities and pay attention to those little messages and those little nudges, because like it says here, okay, you were going down a certain path, but that no longer seems like it's the right path to go. So they're helping you come out with another path, and they're guiding you and nudging you to it. So last but not least, I do have these 2 extra cards here that basically are like timeline cards or like answer cards. So think of 2 questions in your mind that you want, that you're kind of like, needing an answer to, or just kind of like, for fun. And I'm going to go ahead and give you like the Jeopardy song to think about it, okay? Do 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 do. All right, so question number 1, the answer is not today, Linda, not today, okay? And question number 2, you got to be kidding me. That one, it could go both ways. It could be like, you got to be kidding me, like, why are you even answering that? Asking that, the question, the answer to that question, And it could be like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you doubting yourself? You know the answer to that question because you're super capable of that. Okay, that's how I'm going to take it, because this one's already like no. So I'm going to go with this one as a yes. I'm going to go with this one as a yes, but it's going to be like a, you got to be kidding me. Like, why do you keep questioning yourself? You need to really, we need to work on really trusting ourselves, trusting our intuition and trusting ourselves. All right? Because we have to remember that we carry a lot of that divine energy within us. So questioning ourselves is like questioning the divine, or questioning like the higher power, or questioning, the Most High, questioning your ancestors, questioning your spiritual guides, okay? It's questioning your higher self. So we really need to own up to our power, own up to our awesomeness, and you are awesome, you are capable, you are worthy, you are abundant, you are a powerful manifester, and you are amazing, and the world is very happy to have you here, and we're very excited to see what it is that is going to come out of this, and what you are going to manifest, and what's going to come out of all the seeds that you're planting for your bountiful harvest. You should be seeing a whole lot of that sprout, because we're going to change our mentality, and we're going to leave behind this negative thinking, these patterns of generational patterns. We're going to be breaking those patterns, breaking generational curses, and we're going to be setting new avenues for us, and we're going to take a leap of faith. We're going to make things happen, because we're going to be leading with love and not fear. Okay? Very well. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and you could expect a whole lot of this messiness and a whole lot of this kind of just a spontaneous hot mess, perfectly imperfect, because that's pretty much me, perfectly imperfect, and I'm okay with that. So with that being said, have a good night, and have a great night and a great day. I hope you come out and play. Just kidding. Before you go to sleep, do set intentions. Set intentions. Listen to your dreams. You guys are a lot more spiritual. You guys are a lot more intuitive than you think. And so go ahead and don't sell yourself short. Really, really, really train that mind to be positive, and put intention into everything you do. When you do shower, put the intention that you're cleansing away the day, that you're cleansing the negative energy, that you're cleansing, you're starting anew, because showers are actually a ritual that we take for granted and we overlook. A shower is one of the most important rituals, because it's where we cleanse. Not only do we cleanse our bodies, but we cleanse our energies, we cleanse ourselves, and we cleanse our energetic field. So don't take those kinds of things for granted, and let's kind of be more mindful, and let's be a little bit more intentful with our lives and everything that we do. And in doing so, you'll see that things will manifest a lot better, and you will also see a lot more results, and you'll be very happy to see that you actually are a designer of your own life, and you could live your life by your own design. It's just really all in our minds and how we look at things. So I'm a firm believer of that, and I hope that you are too. And if you're not, I hope that you kind of start opening yourself to that, especially in seeing how things kind of synchronize and stuff here. So I'm always very excited for that. Anywho, this time I'm really gonna say good night.